Hello, thank you for joining me today. My name is Shannon, and today we'll be doing a yin practice for our hips. So our hips move in 6 different directions: flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, external rotation, and internal rotation. So we'll be doing poses in all these different directions, and we'll be holding the poses about 2 minutes. And I always say to, really try to meditate and sort of let your thoughts roll by as you're in the poses, because I will be staying quiet when we're in the poses. And it's really a great time to relax and soften. And if you ever feel like you've gone too far, it's okay to back out a little bit. And also, if you feel like you're opening up, you can also sink a little bit deeper, maybe move your props a little bit into the pose. So I recommend having a little hand towel for one of the poses we're going to do. And you can also have 2 blocks and a bolster. None of these props are actually necessary, but they are sometimes helpful for support. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started here in butterfly pose. So with yin and butterfly pose, we keep our feet out, maybe like a block's distance away or more. We're going to be folding forward. So this is a good pose to possibly use your bolster or your pillow. You could have a block for your forehead. You could also have blocks for your arms if you want to rest your arms on your blocks as you fold forward. You could also have your blocks on your feet as you fold forward to place your forehead on the blocks. So get where you feel comfortable. Sometimes I like to bring my hands under my legs, which I'm going to do today, and rest my forehead on my feet. So about 2 minutes in this pose, completely relax. Now very slowly start to press your way up, pausing at the top. And we're going to remove our props so we can gently straighten our legs to the side. We're going to do a wide-legged forward fold now. This is called straddle pose. Now, if this is too much on your knees, you can have your feet bent or your knees bent as you fold forward. You could also place blocks under your legs if that feels good to you. And you could also have blocks for your forehead. You could also have your your bolster or your pillow in front of you. Or you could have no props at all. So we're going to go ahead and fold forward for about 2 minutes. Now very slowly start to walk your hands back. Let's pause briefly at the top. This is called the rebound, when we pause after a yin pose, noticing how we feel. Now let's take our hand under our right leg and help it around towards our left. Our next pose is going to be caterpillar. Now this is a forward fold with our legs in front of us, so putting our hips in flexion. Now you want to be sitting on your sit bones. If you feel like you're kind of rounding, you can always sit on your little towel, or you could even sit on your pillow or bolster. We're going to be folding forward. This is another one where you could use your bolster or pillow with a block. You could also turn your head to the side, or you could stack your forearms, placing your forehead on your arms, which I think I'm going to do that. So about 2 minutes in this pose. So relax your legs, your toes can fall out. Now we'll slowly press up, placing our hands down beside us, giving a little pause. And then we'll remove our block, or our bolster if you had a bolster there. And we're going to go into half saddle, or half shoelace, excuse me. So with this pose, you're going to bend your right knee, placing your knee over your other knee. And this is the one where you may want to have a little pillow under your left knee, because we are going to be folding forward, and this can be quite the stretch for your hamstring. So once again, you could have blocks if you'd like to put your forehead on blocks. You could also have your arms resting on blocks. You could always have your head in the air as well. It does not have to be on something. So you come down to where you feel comfortable and really relax your legs. Now we'll slowly rise up, gently unwinding, placing our feet flat so we can place our hands behind us and do a few little windshield wipers right and left. And our next pose is going to be half saddle. So we're going to be straightening our left leg and bringing our right knee towards our left with our right foot bent towards our hip. Now this is one where we're going to be feeling the stretch in our quad. Our hip is actually an internal rotation. And you may want to have your pillow or bolster behind you as you slowly come back. And as you come back, you may feel your knee raising up off the mat. If so, you could support it with a block or a pillow or even your towel. Or if it's not painful, you can let your knee just kind of hang in space, up to you. And this is going to be about a 2-minute pose as well. Your arms can be down by your side. If you'd like, you can open them up. Now let's very slowly press our way up, very gently unwinding our leg and pausing with our legs in front of us. And then we're going to slowly turn around facing the other side of the mat, coming into tabletop pose. Our next pose is going to be dragon. So let's start by moving our hips a little right and left. And then we'll bring our left leg forward so our knee is sort of over our ankle, and you can walk your back knee back a little bit, or you can always bring it forward if it's too much of a stretch on the front of your hip. And this is another one where you may want to use your blocks. You can stay up on your hands on your blocks, or you can come down on your forearms on your blocks, or you can bring your forearms down to the mat. And your head can be in space or hanging down, or you could have a block on your forehead on the mat as well. Now very slowly we're going to press up, bringing that left knee back, pausing in tabletop, and moving our hips a little bit right and left. And then we'll cross our ankles to come down on our bottom to go into this half shoelace on this side. So this time our right leg will be straight. You can have that little towel under your knee, and you're going to bring your left knee over your right knee. You want both your sit bones on the mat. Now, if this is too much here, you could also put something in between your knees as well. And once again, you can use a block for your forehead. You can let your forehead hang. You could have your pillow in front of you and slowly fold forward. Now we'll slowly press our way up, unwinding our top leg so we can bring it in front of us and take a little pause. And then we'll bend the left knee with our foot next to our hip, adjusting it as needed. And you can always lay all the way back on your mat with nothing behind you, or if you'd like, you can use your pillow or bolster. And keep in mind, this side may feel different than the other side, so your knee may have a varying degree of where it is in space. And you can always put that pillow or towel or block under your knee if you need a little more support. Now very slowly we're going to press our way up, bringing that left leg in front, pausing as we sit up. And then very slowly we're going to roll, turning to the other side in this tabletop pose, moving our hips a little bit right and left before we go into dragon with the right leg forward. So when you're ready, you're going to take that right leg and bring it up outside of your hand. Now this may be enough for you, like this, or if you want, you can walk your left knee back a little bit. Again, you can have your hands on the blocks, you can have your forearms on the blocks, or you can bring your forearms down. If you have any pinching in your hip, you can always walk your foot out a little bit with your toes pointing out, because as I said at the beginning, you don't want to have any pain or discomfort. Just feeling a stretch here.
Now very slowly start to walk your hands back so you can gently bring that knee back into tabletop and pause. And then we're going to take our time rolling on our backs to go into a reclined twist. Now you can feel free to do any variation you'd like. I'm going to do the variation where my feet are wide and I let my knees fall to the left. And in this pose, you can have your arms overhead to the side or elbows bent. And if you'd like, you can place your left foot on your right thigh, or you can keep your foot on the ground. Very slowly unwind, bringing your knees up and pausing. And then we'll gently let our knees fall to the right. You can always put a pillow or a bolster under your right knee if you'd like. You can keep your foot on the ground or place it on your thigh. And you can also adjust how much you bend your knees. Now very slowly, excuse me, we'll bring our feet back flat and let's let our knees just fall right and left a few times. And then one knee at a time, let's grab our knees and gently pull them towards our body, tucking our chin. And then we'll release our legs down with our toes falling out, palms facing up. We're going to do just about a 2-minute Shavasana here, so completely relax. Let's find a little movement in our fingers and our toes. And bending one knee at a time, let's slowly roll on our side so we can press our way back up
to an easy seated pose. Let's place our hands on our knees and shut our eyes and just take a few normal breaths here, noticing how your back and your hips feel. Bring our hands to heart center, bowing our heads, giving ourselves gratitude for showing up today on our mats to practice and come home to ourselves. The light in me honors the light in you, and together here now and always, we are one. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today for this yin practice. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and a wonderful night's sleep, which yin tends to bring. See you soon.